Well, join me today as I show you how to take a basic blank metal mini and turn it into an object ready to place in your next scene. So stay tuned and see how easy this is. Alright, so the first thing we do when we get our metal minis, and you can buy, some of your local miniature stores will carry them, otherwise they're available online from several different people. I will put the link to the person that I buy them from in the blog post actually that goes with this video. So if you want to have her contact information, check the blog post. So when they first come, I've actually opened these up and done my first step already. But I put them back in so you can see how they're packaged. The person I buy from packages them really nicely. They're always nicely padded. You can see I buy quite a few. This is quite a heavy little bundle. Because I figure if I'm paying postage, I'm going to get my money's worth. So my first step, and I've already done this, is I went through the invoice and I checked off and I made sure that I had everything on the invoice was actually in this package. I don't take them out of their little packets yet. The person I buy from always packages them really nicely. For the most part, each individual item on the invoice is in its separate little pouch. I love that. There are a few miscellaneous, like this one has, it's easy to tell there's two different things in this one. And this one is kind of like the odds and ends, because I got some cool little odds and ends this time. But I go through and I kind of through the plastic count, make sure I have everything. That's the first step. Now, a few warnings. These do contain lead, so we need to be careful. We need to make sure that we wash our hands really, really well with soap and water. I feel safe handling them once they're painted. I don't worry as much about it, but before they're painted, I'm really careful, a lot more careful with them. You also need to make sure you don't give these to the finished items even to kids that are going to put them in their mouth or handle them and put their fingers in their mouth, because they're not toys. Because of the lead, they're not toys. So when I first get them into the house, I do a couple of steps so that they'll be ready to paint when I'm ready to do a project. And we're going to talk about the first step on painting too, so that we'll be ready to go ahead with our projects in the next few weeks. So the first thing we need to do is we need to wash these. Now I have a plastic container. This is, well, it's a whipped topping container. This is all it's used for. And I go through and I open up all these containers, and this is just as hot a water as I could get out of my sink, and some dish soap. I don't even touch these at this point. I just cut the packages open and I dump them in here, because I just want them, we want to soak them. When anything is molded in a, like these are, there will be residue from the molds, from the wherever they were molded from in. That will affect how your paint sticks to them. Also, there could be, particles of weird stuff on there, so we want to get this all, get them as clean as we can. This is my method. This is what I've been doing for a long time. I've been buying from the same person and using these for, gosh, forever. I don't even remember the first time I ordered from them. It was years and years and years ago. And through trial and error, I kind of came up with this method of treating these so that I have the best coverage with my paint. I have the best luck. So just let everything drop down in this paint, in this soapy water. And we're going to let them sit for, I like to let them sit about 15 minutes. After they sit for 15 minutes, I am going to strain them off. And I actually use the same strainer that I use for my female. Remember, if you watch the corn on the cob video, this is the same, and the broccoli, this is that same strainer. It's a Dollar Tree wire mesh strainer, and I use this to strain them because this also never touches food. then I wash this real well. After these have soaked and I've strained them off in the sink, I'll come back and I'll show you how I lay them out. We'll get to a little bit of a look at what I bought before they dry. Right, so it's been 15 minutes, and I do like to line the strainer with paper towel just in case I have any small pieces. This time my smallest items were some spoons, so they wouldn't go, well, they probably could have actually gone through the mesh. So now I just dump them out on the paper towel. Let me kind of take a quick look at these. Now I will go and wash the strainer and the bowl out with soap and water here in a few minutes. So I got some skillets. This will give you a few hints as to what we're going to be doing. Got some dinner plates. And I like to put them upside down if there's a concave area. I like to make sure that they are sitting, that everything's sitting kind of upside down. They were called luncheon plates on the thing. This is my roasting pan. It's a 2-part roasting pan. I thought that would make an interesting thing. Oh, this one. This is one of my favorites. I've made several of these and sold them over the years with stuff. It's a waffle maker. And what we will be doing is I will show you how to paint these. In fact, I'll show you how to do the basics today, and then as we do different projects, I'll be showing you how to do some different things. There's some more plates. Let's see. More plates. I got lots of plates. Like I said, I like to stock up when I buy. Got a teapot. Oops, I'll just drop that. Little ceramic teapot. Those paint up really nicely. Some of these I've never had before, so I'm really excited about some of these. Let's see, I got a double boiler. And which lid? This lid, probably. I think that'll be really cool. That can look really neat with some stuff in it. Soup spoons. These are soup bowls. So those will be fun to play with. We can do some fun things with those. These little dishes. I love these little bowls. I've used these several times over the years, and I think they turn out so cute. Soup spoons. This is a new one I'd never done before, the juicer. I'm going to show you how to make some oranges, and we're actually going to make like some orange marmalade and things one time. Cups and saucers. I love cups and saucers. They just make the scene a lot of times. Whoops. A grater. I hadn't done the grater before either. I thought the cheese grater was kind of cool. Another cookie sheet. More plates. Another one of those little bowls. This was kind of cool. It's a milk carton. It's like a quart-sized milk carton. I know we can do them out of just a printy, but I thought it would be fun to play with that. The gravy boat. There's the plate for the... Is that the plate for the gravy boat? It must be. Gravy boat with a little plate that goes under it. And more cups and saucers, more plates. The cookie sheet. And then, oh, here's the creamer and sugar. But those will look nice on the table. And then I ordered a ketchup bottle and a chili sauce bottle and a pickle jar and a mustard jar. I thought those would be kind of fun to paint up and put in the refrigerator. And we'll use them in some different scenes. So that's the metal minis. Now these just need to sit until they're completely dry. And then what I do is I store, like I put all the plates that I have on hand in one of these, and I put, like I'll put the skillets in one and I'll put the plates in another. And I have some stuff on hand already. So some of the stuff we'll be using over the next several weeks aren't here. Some of them I already had, but I went through and ordered. This is quite a big order. I don't know how many pieces I have here, but it came to about, with shipping, it was a little over $60. So it was, that's why I like to do them a lot at once, because I figure I might as well spend the shipping once rather than multiple times. And I know I'll use all of these over time. So these just need to dry. I want them all the way dry before I put them away. And then I will also show you today, when these get dry, how I do a basic painting on one of them, so we have that out of the way, and then with each project I'll give you the details on how I painted those particular pieces. So let's let this all dry. So my camera ate the video that I recorded a while ago. So I have now sorted, all these got dry, and I've sorted them out. I added the bowls that I bought to the bowls there. I've got, you see, I've got lots of different, there's cream and sugars, a whole bag of cups and saucers, and I keep all these little bags in this container. So when I go to use these, I know that everything is sorted, so if I need bowls or I need plates, I go to the right package. And I know that these have all been processed, meaning I have washed them, I've dried them, and they are ready to paint. So let me show you how to take this skillet from a piece of bare metal to a finished skillet ready to use in our scene. Alright, so I have all the rest of this put away. Now I'm going to paint this skillet. We're going to use this on a video really soon. So I'll show you my method, and this is how I start all of them. I don't prime them until I decide exactly what I'm doing, until I'm ready to do a project, because I may change my mind. I could do this as a stainless steel skillet too if I wanted to. So I put it, this is blue tape, got a piece going sticky side down, sticky side up, sticky side down. Now this is just a box out of my recycling. I picked a small one, so it'll be easy to do on camera. I can use this, I've got tons of space on here. I can get it all full of paint. When I'm done, I can throw it back in recycling. So now I'm going to take this outside. I'm going to prime this side of the pan with a dark gray primer, and then I will paint it with a semi-flat black. I'll start on the bottom side, get this done, flip it over, and do the top side, and then I'll be back. Alright, so this is all painted now, and it's ready to use. We can, and I bake these because we bake our polymer clay at such a low temperature. I don't worry too much about baking. If we were baking at a really high temperature, then it would be dangerous. But this is how this looks. So I guess you'll just have to stay tuned and see what I put in here when we start making some interesting foods. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.